My baby's gonna be on a leash.
All hell, rap motherfuckers get back, snort rails. Kick back with a six-pack, yeah, we gon' do what he want, leaving others impaled. A podcast levels far beyond that. This ain't no bullshit, it's marsh pits and all that. Real talk with a steel got tasted. Rat sticks, spill cheers on your faces. Gone ape shit, blaze it and take it in. Ratt Talks with crack, rocks, and gin. Metalheads unite with a grin. Goddamn master man, that's real shit now. So open up your mind to smoke a bowl. A bunch of potheads getting stoned, you know how it go. It's the new show on the block. 100% uncut, Ratt Talk.
And here we go with another episode of Ratt Talk. I am your host, Matt the Rat Redardi, and with me are my guests, two members of the three-piece Gargoyles band.
Hello.
What is up, guys?
What up?
Thank you for having us today.
Yeah, thank you for coming in. You guys are my first band that I'm interviewing. I've recorded comedians. I've done a rapper. I've done a gay couple. I haven't done a band yet. That's all I've always wanted. I always want bands to come in here. Unfortunately, you guys did not bring your acoustic guitars because your lead singer / guitarist is out of commission right now.
He sliced his finger like fucking hamburger, dude. I showed you those pictures.
Yeah, dude, it's
a nasty fucking gash, dude.
Yeah, but you are playing rhythm though in your acoustic set, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. See, so I mean, yeah, could have
two-thirds,
got something, but
two-thirds.
2/3.
Like
So
Meatloaf
let's get right into it. Let's start off with you guys. Go ahead and introduce yourself and your position in the band, and then we'll go to the next person. Well, I was gonna say down the line because I was expecting a third person. But
Technically, it is a line.
See, there you go.
B
That's a
line.
small line. B line.
A-B line.
Well, B line over here. This is Johnny. I play drums in the Gargoyles.
And this is David. I play bass in the Gargoyles.
And if we sound alike, it's because we're brothers.
Oh,
Brothers.
I love that. The family bond.
Guess who?
Family bondage. All right, well then, let's start off with you, Johnny. When did you start playing the drums?
Holy shit, dude. I started playing the drums in 2004. I was in an old high school band.
12
Yeah,
years.
Dude, it's been a long time. I used to be in a high school band called Evicted. Big Monte sensation, if y'all don't remember.
Hood famous.
Hood famous.
I was going to
Hood
say,
famous.
I think I have heard that name tossed around
Everyone's
before.
Of
Yeah.
course you've heard it because, let's be honest, it's a very small scene in Almani.
Yeah, it is a very small scene in El Monte. If you do not know the scene in El Monte, it is very small and easy to get into, though, but very small.
Us Three Collective is the scene. We are the scene of Almani now.
Very much so.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, really, there are hardly any bands that are coming out of El Monte now. At least that are still relevant.
I don't even know if they even have backyard shows anymore, dude.
Last backyard show that I went to was in La Puente.
They're still cracking out there.
But
La
that was
Puente,
La
VP.
Puente.
Dude, Almani's
yeah,
just
exactly.
like,
Yeah.
Nope. Nobody wants to
But
party.
El Monte is no more. It's all about this EDM and house party bullshit that's been going around.
That was my impression of EDM.
That was a really good impression.
When did you start? When did you start playing bass?
Well, this is actually my second band that I've played bass in. I've played multiple instruments in multiple different bands.
What instruments do you play?
I play bass, I play guitar, I play drums, and I play piano, synthesizer, whatever it is. But
Oh shit! Where the fuck are you? In all
Ladies
this,
and gentlemen,
man?
my brother Stevie Wonder, everybody. Welcome, Stevie, to the
It's
podcast.
like you got the really good talent over here, and then you're just like, yeah, I beat shit.
Hey, you asked me how long I've been playing drums for. You didn't ask me. And then you cut me off. You cut me off. You're like, yeah, that's cool. How about you,
Yeah.
dude? How long have you been?
he actually started playing guitar first.
Really?
He's a guitarist that plays drums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like
They kind of bumped me into it.
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah, I actually learned everything from him. I started playing guitar, and my first band that I was in is actually part of the Monte scene too. That's why when he referred to us being the Monte scene collectively, it's because he's been in multiple bands that were pretty big in the scene, and I've also been in a couple of bands that were very big, but in our scene, like when the hardcore scene kind of rolled into Almani, like the
Yeah.
Love Story, and my band was called Young Italy. And I was also in a band called Zap the Abomination. I played keyboards. I sang for that band. I sang for Young Italy. I played in a band, played drums for a band called Keen Dead Soldiers, which was also an Almani band. I've just been, I played.
Yeah, dude, that's a lot of bands and just so in such a small area too. It's like
I get around.
yeah. Everybody in the city knows you. I mean, musician and tattoo artist.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
if you don't know,
By the way, hit me up on that's how the tattoo Instagram.
Todo barato.
yeah, and like I said, you do have the third person to your trio, but he is unfortunately not here. Tell us a little bit about him.
Scott Chow, an Asian Mexican out of Almani, California. Woo woo. Guy doesn't speak a lick of Vietnamese, but he's one hell of a fucking guitarist, man.
Yeah, he's a great singer too.
He's very sweet. We really love Scott.
He's a really great guy. I've met him before. He's
Oh yeah, you know Scott.
Yeah, he's a friend of my brother's, and we've hung out at parties and everything.
Have you
Cool
seen
guy.
That guy's calves are
Yeah.
fucking enormous, dude.
Cool guy.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing, playing with glass and slicing his hand open like that. But
We don't even really know the story behind that. He was kind of like, I just used a glass breaker and my hand got cut, dude. He cut a tendon in his hand. It
which
wasn't
is not a good thing.
Yeah,
to cut.
dude.
Yeah.
He cut a fucking tendon. It wasn't just like a little slice. Like he had to get surgery, reparative surgery on his fucking tendon.
Like, does it still work? Like, can he still move his thumb and everything too?
Yeah.
And,
He's in a full hand cast. It looks like he's wearing a
Wow.
baseball glove.
Yeah.
and the gash isn't really that big. I mean, it looks horrible, but it's not. It isn't that big. So to have a cut that small and to have a full hand cast.
It's fucking
Come on,
nuts,
bro.
dude.
What are you doing playing with glass?
Yeah, exactly right. And that's what I told him. I was like, dude, don't fuck with your hands. That's what you use for everything, you know.
Yeah.
Especially like that's why my hands are. I keep them safe as much as I can.
Well, you keep them also around vibrating needles
Yeah.
and everything, but that's a little more. It's a little more secure.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
he's wearing gloves. He's protected.
All times.
Okay, so do you know how long he's been playing?
Dude, Scott's been playing in and out of the scene since I can remember. Probably maybe like the same amount of time. Probably like 10 years, maybe less. I don't know. He was in the band called I forgot their name. What were they
I
called?
love that.
Death Valley Saints.
The Death Valley
Death
Saints.
Valley Saints.
He was in Death Valley Saints for a nice stint, and then he did a couple of bands on the side. And he was hitting me up randomly when I was in another band, Machine Gun Love, playing drums for them. He was like, "Hey, dude, let's jam. I want to jam with you." But I was kind of like, I don't have the time. I never had the time. If I wasn't working, I was jamming with my band, trying to jam with them. But he finally hit me up like when we broke up. And
okay.
when he finally hit me up, I was like, "Hey, dude, let's jam." And I was like,
Yeah, that's persistence.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's dedication.
Yep.
Like, I want to jam out with this guy.
That's him, dude. Super persistent. And so he
Nice.
bugged the shit out of me, and I said, "Fuck it, let's see what comes of it." And he explained to me the style of music he wanted to play. So I was like, "I'm down." I've always
Yeah.
wanted to play like in a
And
rockabilly
well,
kind of
let's
style.
let's get into that too. Like, what kind of style do you guys play?
We, as a collective, have come to a decision that punkabilly
Is going to be the name?
is
of it?
the description that we fit the best, because it's a big collective of punk and rockabilly. Scott is really heavy into like finger picking rockabilly. You know, his guitar hero is Heath from Jim Heath from the Reverend Horton Heat. So
okay.
yeah, he's really into that dude. And I grew up playing punk. David grew up playing punk for the most part. I mean, it's just so did Scott. So it's ingrained in us, so to speak.
Nice, right on. And then there's not really that many bands that would claim that name. It's always like, oh, I play jazz fused with a little bit of rock and roll and Latin.
Yeah, dude, we tried to figure out what it was that we were called, and we were just like, dude, it's fucking punkabilly, it's fucking rockabilly, and it's fucking punk.
Exactly. And then when you say punkabilly, people would just assume psychobilly, because psychobilly is basically punk mixed with rockabilly, but it's different because I don't play an upright. I play just a standard electric bass.
Yeah.
And the way that we play is a little bit more leaning towards punk because we don't use the typical scales or rhythmic patterns as a psychobilly band. And as far as I go, I'm pretty influenced by like AFI and like Tiger Army and stuff like that. It's,
Right on, which are predominantly more like, metal, punk kind of.
yeah. We try to try to keep it within those parameters when it comes to our style. But I mean, whatever flows. We don't try to be like, oh, we got to sound exactly like this. We got to sound exactly like that. We're just like, Scott will write up a riff and he'll show it to me. I'm like, oh, dope. I'll write a lick to it. And then we go to Johnny and he fucking gets that shit in like a day. So
I just play drums.
Yeah.
that's his thing.
That's all I do in the band.
Well, see, the whole punk aspect of it, all you really seriously need is a hi-hat and snare, and then fill in the rest with whatever you think is going to sound good.
I wish it was that easy.
Yeah.
I wish it was that easy because my life would be a lot less hectic.
Yeah. What kind of set do you have?
I play a 1979 vintage Sonar Vistalite.
Ooh, vintage.
Vintage, dude. I bought
So
it
this
off.
was made in 79?
This is from 79. It was actually... Dude, I found it in the fucking penny saver.
What?
Who remembers a penny saver? Come to your house on Wednesday.
Dude.
I'm going to look for a used car and a drum set.
I remember seeing a penny saver, and I was like, dude, these still exist? And as soon as I pick it up, first thing in big bold letters it says is last issue ever. They stopped doing penny savers. Yeah.
way.
It's all online. You go to pennysaver.com, and that's where all of your local ads and shit, that's where all of it is now.
They were surviving off of that last generation that didn't want to use the computer yet.
Yeah.
So they were pretty much forced to fucking dive into technology, and they were like, hey, this is cool. I can do this on my iPad.
But it was seriously just like big, giant, bold letters, like last issue.
We should have
ever.
we should have collected that shit,
Yeah,
dude.
I should have.
eBay.
But I was so busy laughing at it. I was like, I can't even believe that these are still around. So I just fucking threw it away.
Oh, man, you should have kept that shit. We could have signed it. It could have been something big.
Oh, man. But that's crazy, though. The penny saver. You found a vintage 1979 drum set.
Yes, dude. And the guy wanted $300. And we
How much does something like that go for?
Well, now that drum set, mint condition, with all pieces, probably looking at like $2,200. Yeah. But I treated her bad, dude. I toured with her. I went across the United States into Canada. No drum shells. I mean, no drum cases. Fucking punk, dude. So it was in the back of the truck, and let's fucking go. So she's cosmetically, she's got problems.
She sounds amazing still, though.
Yeah, she's...
See, I think that's what really
she's like
counts,
Susan
though.
Boyle. My drum set is like Susan Boyle.
Yeah.
The looks,
my God.
they're all right. I mean, but the sound is fucking amazing, dude.
Yeah. Okay, I was just like, I don't know what that means. Please explain. But all right, yeah, I got the gist of it now.
There she is. But that's her, though, dude.
And you've had that for
Holy shit!
Since
Since
you
like
started
2003, 2004. It's about 12 years.
pretty much when you started playing.
Yeah. So that's my first and only drum set I've ever owned.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was actually handed down a lot. Like I ended up owing the individual I won halfers on with it. So I ended up selling it to my brother, and he ended up paying him his half. So he had it for a bit. So when he started playing drums, he was using
That drum
the kit.
kit.
Yeah, and so he held on to it for a while. And
Musical history right there,
then,
ladies and gentlemen.
it ended up back with me, dude. So I was like,
It was meant to be. Yeah, it was
Destiny, dude.
definitely meant to be. What kind of bass are you playing right now?
Right now I'm playing off of a Junior Jet 2, a Gretsch short scale bass. And
I know nothing about bass, so everything like tell me a guitar and I'd be like, oh yeah, cool. But I'd never touched a bass before. I mean, I had my brother. It's a Ibanez SG, I think.
Sound gear.
Is that what that means? I see. I don't even know what that means.
Ibanez sound gear. There's your endorsement, Ibanez. Give us free shit.
No, but yeah, it's a short scale bass. It's a little bit bigger than a regular guitar, but it's obviously a bass. It has a different sound. It's really if you hear our music, you'll hear like the difference. It's really has more of like a treble to it, but it kind of I feel like it is more like a lead sound.
It's hot.
Yeah, it's like it's an electromatic.
Okay.
Yeah, so
So it's like really heavy in distortion, pretty much. Like it kind of.
It's just really clean and really prominent.
yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
really,
Very bing, bing, bing.
Yeah,
it's
got
very there. It's there.
good harmonics on it. Then
yeah, and then I play off of an acoustic half stack. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, so with that, it's pretty beasty.
Yeah.
Pretty beasty.
Now, what does Scott play usually? Does he play the acoustic?
He plays with me and David. Sorry, Scott, you're not here to defend yourself. I love you. No, he plays out of a Fender Music Man combo amp, some vintage amp he bought or he swapped with some guy, and then his main axe that he's been using lately is an Ibanez semi-hollow.
Oh,
Semi-hollow
shit.
body. Yeah, so
Those sound nice.
and then from time to time he'll bring out his Gretsch hollow body. So he alternates between those two, but lately it's been the Ibanez.
I mean, just those alone, like that's the
fucking standard issue,
yeah,
dude. He gets down, dude. He finger picks, and it amazes me how good he is.
No,
Scott,
just
we love
from
you.
what you guys described so far, like what you play and the sounds that you expect from them, total rockabilly. Like I can totally see it. Like that just with those instruments. So it's funny that you say it's punkabilly rather than just rockabilly.
Yeah.
I mean, you play with pretty much rockabilly
Rockabilly's
instruments.
standard issue equipment.
Yeah, but you guys have a totally different sound that isn't rockabilly and it isn't punk at the same time.
Exactly.
So when you say the two things together, it's just like whoa, like
It throws people off I feel like we're too punk for the psychos and too psycho for the punks. It's kind of awkward. People I feel like don't know what to do when we play live.
To me, that just means it's somebody that has a middle ground where they're open to not just those. Because I know I've met rockabilly people and I hang out with punk people and they're all just like, fuck this, fuck that. A lot of Warped Tour shows were like that, where one side was punk and one side was whatever was
Not
there.
punk.
Yeah, not punk.
Alien Ant Farm.
Yeah. Yeah, so like it's weird to see the two together, like because rockabilly shows are way different than just straight punk shows.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like it's really like opposite ends of the polars or polar opposites, I guess.
But
Yes,
one
that's
thing
what
in
I'm trying to
common is beer.
Yes.
Beer.
say.
Everybody loves
that-
beer.
That's why I went. It didn't matter what kind of show I was like, is there beer?
Is there beer? I
I'm
fucking
there.
love it. I fucking
I know.
love it.
BYOB, I'll just stay at home. What? Free beer? I'm there.
That's what I'm talking about. Full
Yeah.
bar, come through.
I know, it's either that or I'll just show up with a big group of friends and usually they'll pitch in to buy beer and I'll just
24 pack. Let's
yeah,
fucking
sorry
roll.
guys, I was a cheap ass.
Story of my life, dude. Story of my life.
Yeah, so we've been here talking about your sound and everything, and we will let you, the people, hear it for not the first time. How long have you guys been playing as a set?
A year.
A
We've been
year.
together for a year.
Like a year today, or
A year and like a month. Because no, not even. It's going to be a year in like June, or we are in June.
We are in June.
So it's been a year.
Oh,
roughly.
Sweet. What if today was that day that you all jammed up for the first time?
It was awkward because it was only me and Scott. David didn't
Really?
join the band until like a month and a half later, 2 months.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
then it's a month later.
Yeah.
All right.
Legitimately as a band a month later.
A month later. Okay. So I guess year and a half, or year and a month.
Like 14 months probably.
That's pretty good.
Let's do 13 because you
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
said a year and a month. I don't want to try to one up you on it.
How old's your toddler? He's 86 weeks.
Shut the fuck up. He's a grown ass man, motherfucker. God.
Okay, so you guys are fairly new then, like as a band.
Definitely.
Yes.
You do have a show coming up. That's in Rosemead. Have you played any other shows before this?
Oh yeah, yeah. We played
Definitely.
at Rose City Pizza or in general.
In general.
Oh yeah, we've been playing around for the state. We got our first show like 3 months after we started, like as a collective.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so we've been playing at least twice a month, but it's kind of hard because of my old job. My schedule was really jacked up, so I never really could make the time for it. But now it's plausible.
Easy sailing from here.
Yeah, totally. It's usually after those few months when you do play some shows. I've been jamming out with my buddy Justin since I was a junior in high school, and we've never played a show once. Like, we've played for our families and, little backyard parties.
That's how it's done, though, dude.
Yeah, but we have not played a legit show with first of all, we haven't even played as a full band ever. We've practiced a couple times with bassists, but we never played a show as a whole.
The greatest band never heard.
Yes.
Well, I can't wait till I hear that.
It is really far from that, but yeah. So the fact that you guys have only been a few months and then already getting shows and everything, that's awesome.
It's from being a part of the scene for a really long time.
Having the plugs from different people,
Yeah.
knowing so many people, and just getting it going. It's just pushing forward, man. Like that's what we do is we just make shit happen. Like we set a goal and we're like we want to play within a couple of weeks, within a couple of months, and we just press the issue until we finally get like a lead to a show possibly, and then if there's no other bands to play with, I'll definitely like hit up. Yeah.
So then I guess my next question would be: have you guys played a show without being a whole with any other band? Like in your years of playing shows, was there ever a time you had to play without a bassist, without a rhythm, without a singer?
No,
We've always had a full set. Pretty much.
We've always come through. This is the only time since we've been together, since I've ever played music, that we had to get somebody to help us out because somebody was injured, sort of a deal.
Yes.
Fucking Scott playing with bottles.
Fucking Scott,
Yeah,
he had to
exactly.
fucking pop the cherry.
Yeah, he had to
Shit,
break the
goddamn.
cycle. All right, so I was getting your shit ready here to play it. Go ahead and take us through this track that I'm going to take you through right now. This is going to be the second track to the first recording. Well, let me say this first so that everybody knows
Part two
what's
of
going.
track one.
Yeah, what everybody knows. They did record a small little tiny demo. What is it called? Did you name it?
We didn't name it. It's
No,
just
it's
the
just
the Gargoyles
the Gargoyles.
first EP
Okay.
sort of a deal. But it's just a demo. It's not even an EP. That's just street talk for we got some recordings,
Yeah.
motherfucker. Yeah, we got an EP. What the fuck? Memorex.
Yeah, I got 2 tracks. Well, 4 tracks,
But on
2
two.
songs.
Does that make any sense? Memorex.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
actually recorded by another one of the I guess OG musicians from El Monte.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, okay. What is the studio or this person called?
His name is AJ Gallardo. He used to be in a punk band in El Monte back in the day called The Neurotics. We used to tour with him. We used to play around us, The Evicted, and The Neurotics. We played a lot of shows together, and we didn't see each other for a long time, and we recently got connected again, and he was just telling us, yeah, like, I can record you guys. We asked him. He does it under the alias 10 Fingers, 11 Toes. He's on SoundCloud, so he does a bunch of stuff. He recently did a score for a local Montero by the name of Anthony Solorzano. I don't know if you've heard about his movie called Varsity Punks. It's out of El Monte, dude. It did most of the
Really?
filming, from what I understand, in the city of El Monte. So,
No shit.
yeah, so all his stuff on his SoundCloud has all that stuff on there from what he's done and other bands he's recorded. And so when we connected, I was like, dude, like, record us. And he was super cool about it. He brought 2 mics in. He brought his little digital Tascam. We recorded
So he
in the
came to
garage.
you guys?
He came to the garage, dude.
Oh wow!
We actually-
Not a lot of people do that. If they're recording, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, you could come over and we'll set up your shit somewhere."
Yeah. Well, so which brings me back. So I think we did call it like we recorded on a certain day, but it was just like the 10 Fingers, 11 Toes sessions. That's what we call it, kind of
Oh,
a deal.
okay. So that's I think that's what you wrote on the CD.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
10
Yeah.
Fingers, 11 Toes sessions. So that's what we're listening to.
You know, I
tonight.
can actually fucking take the CD out. Your shit is already in the computer.
import.
I know. Technology, man. Where you at, Penny Saver?
We're on our last issue still.
Speaking of technology, the other day I was sitting around watching TV, and I saw a commercial that I thought was a joke or maybe a movie promo, and there was this old lady, and she was sitting next to a robot. And the robot was helping her, and then it kept cutting scene to scene with robots next to humans, and by the end of the commercial, it's like, by the year 2025, every home will have a robot in it. And it was a legitimate commercial. It wasn't a movie promo. It was a legitimate robotics commercial. Cybernet.
All
is
I care
real.
all I care about is my robot is going to be Vicky the robot. I want Small Wonder being my fucking robot.
You want Small Wonder to have a Small Wonder?
Dude, that's not nice.
But seriously though, this was just a commercial about how robots are going to be living in our house.
Yes.
pretty much.
Yes, it was.
What?
It said every home will have a robot.
Sit
in it.
on my face.
I'm not quoting that date, that it was like 2025, but it was, I think it might have been sooner. It was like 2020 or 2021. Every home will have a robot in it. That's
Sometime
what
in
it said.
June.
Dude,
Fucking
and
Terminators,
I was
man.
sitting down, me and my girlfriend were watching TV, and it was a 15-20 second commercial, and it ended, and I was just waiting around, like, Independence Day, like they have like, oh, watch so and so this
or
day.
at least like trying to sell you the robot.
Yeah, no, it was legit like a 15-second commercial, like robots will be in your home by this day, and then it just ended. And I looked at my girlfriend, I was like, did you just witness what the fuck I just saw? And I've never seen it since. I haven't seen it since, and I never seen it before that day.
Ooh.
Insane, dude.
Illuminati.
Fucking Skynet.
Subconscious.
Skynet, bro. They're fucking coming after us. Okay, well, I finally got your... and it is called 10 Fingers, 11 Toed Sessions.
Yes.
So I do finally have it on. I'm going to have to do some shit real quick. All right. Take me through this track. This is the second track on... second song on track 1.
Yes.
And what is it called? What is it really about?
The song is called Scary Story. And from what I know, it's about Scott had a dream, and it was about his brother. And I guess there was like a little girl in the dream that was like trying to kill him, or it was it's just a scary story.
Scary story.
Yeah, that he made
terrible.
that he made into a song, basically. And the sound of it is really, like, I would say, really like AFI influenced, like really, but also has those psychobilly style bass lines that I put to it. So
And okay, right on. And then how did you come up with the drum part? Did you read the lyrics at all, or you just heard the beat and was like, all right, I got this?
I play fast.
I play what's in my heart.
Okay. Well, then let's just get into it, because you do have a pretty beefy intro into it, right?
I got something beefy for you.
Yeah. All right. So let's get this started. What was it called? Scary Story?
Scary Story.
Scary Story. Good catch, by the way. I would have just ignored it and been like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. Wait, is the song over? Just people have been listening to dead air.
Just talking to Johnny about being an asshole.
But yeah, that was again. That song is fucking awesome.
Thank you.
When I first heard the track, I was just like, that's the one I'm going to play first.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then honestly, it does get better after that because I want to play the whole second track because both of those songs are fucking awesome.
Those are Chi-Chi songs, man. We really, a lot of that music, we worked really hard on.
Definitely.
It takes us, like he was saying, like we were talking earlier. It's like, man, like it takes us a while to get music together, but when we get it together, it's because we're. That's exactly what we want.
And you all write your own parts too. Like he'll come up with something and then show it to you, and you'll come up with something and show it to him, or vice versa. Like
exactly,
We'll throw our own suggestions, obviously, like because of all of us, we all play. We're all drummers. We all play drums. We all play guitar. We all play bass. So.
That's got to be the fucking best thing ever.
It is. It's definitely like just like because sometimes you don't hear something like you'll play something and then something might feel off or maybe like I'll ask him like what do you think, like do you think it sounds good, and then he'll be like, what if you throw this in really quick, what if you throw this in, I'm like, oh yeah, like no shit, like that sounds fucking dope.
And then it's fucking even better when you can do it the other way too.
Exactly.
Like you're playing, you're just like, what, it'd be better if you did this right here on this part. Like
we'll jump on each other's instruments like, let me see the guitar real quick, or let me see the bass, or jump on drums while I fucking get that bass line kind of a deal. So
fucking
dude,
that's so awesome, dude. That's such a that's got to be such a pleasure to be able to be like, let me show you.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, oh no, I mean, like that's so frustrating. Like,
dude,
like
definitely.
Seriously, we would all get me and my friends, or my brother and my friend who I jam out with.
Yeah.
If I was able to do that, like to play on my friend's level and to be able to jump on my brother's kit and just be like, yeah, we would actually get shit done. But because we're so through this,
I have something in my mind, but I just can't explain it.
Exactly.
Right now.
Yes. That's me. That's how I am.
Okay.
Maybe it's just like that, it does not work. Dude, so that's got to be fucking awesome that you're able to do that, to be able to show them like, this is what I mean. I mean, like you said, it might take a while, but when you do have something, I bet you it comes like that to all three of you.
Once we get the parts down, once we connect everything, it's smooth. It's pretty smooth. We've been playing in and out of bands. I've been playing since like junior high. He's been playing since junior high, high school. Scott's been playing for God knows how many years. Like he's amazing at everything he does.
Yeah.
He plays drums, and I'm just like, fuck, how do you do that? Why are you better than me? I'm a fucking drummer.
I'm the drummer.
And like Scott is an impressive musician, man, and I'm lucky to be a part of something with these two guys, with my brother and Scott. Like you said, it's very it's crazy how we all play all these instruments and we can give each other critique and take it and not be offended by it and take it more like constructive criticism as opposed to like offensive criticism, so to speak. And that's why we work really well. It's just because we understand the process and we don't take anything to heart. It's just like, it's for the fucking music. Like if something doesn't sound good, tell me it doesn't sound good, because I don't want only one person out of like hundreds of people who think this sounds good. And it's like, no, it doesn't sound good.
I mean,
but
kudos to that person that's like, oh yeah, I have faith in this band, but
yeah,
I mean,
shout out to their mom.
Yeah. no offense to those people, but those people don't mean shit.
My mom thinks I'm cool,
especially to that band. Like you're not up there like, oh, we can just play for this one person. No, you want to play for everybody.
Yeah, definitely. And what's crazy is that the music, speaking about the music is what brought us together, because Scott, we've known Scott since high school, but I never hung out with Scott. I never even had a conversation with Scott up prior to us jamming for the first time. And with that said, my brother was actually supposed to play bass to begin with, and I was supposed to be the drummer. But when we jammed out, I was just like, what this feels, because I haven't played drums in so long. I was just like, this doesn't feel right. I kind of want to play bass. I was like, jump on the set, and then we jammed and we played one of the songs. We were like, this feels right. Let's just do that. It just feels right. And then recently we wanted to switch things up a bit, and we tried it, and it was like, no, like we feel comfortable with our position in the band. And yeah, man, it's just crazy how the music brought us together as friends. Like, it was a rough start, like getting together. You know, the music is what glued us together. Well, obviously, me and my brother, we're fucking brothers, but
Yeah.
when it comes
That's a given.
We're neighbors.
but when it comes to Scott, it's like because of the music, like he has become like our fucking brother, because we're always around each other. We always see him, and he's
You
just,
guys are supposed to be practicing tonight too. You know?
yeah, we
Yeah.
are after.
so-
Yeah, we will be practicing tonight, rehearsing
for the show on Friday.
for the show on Friday.
The show
Rose
on
City
Friday.
Pizza.
But-
We'll get some pizza and some music.
No, it's because we are trying something different. Since it's going to be an acoustic set, David's going to jump on rhythm guitar. Scott's going to be doing lead, and I'm jumping on upright bass. So it's something that I've been kind of like practicing on since kind of January, and I just started playing upright, and so we're just like, let's fucking take this live. Let's do this. Like, we have so many more opportunities, like my brother
Dude,
said.
and upright bass, you can totally pull off a whole, beat to it too.
Exactly.
It's
you know,
percussive.
yeah.
It's super
It's
percussive,
great, yeah.
and I enjoy it. I should have brought it. God damn it.
Should have.
Could have, East would have. Get yourself
It's all
insurance.
right. On the next one,
We'll bring the
bring-
acoustic set.
yeah.
Definitely, we'll bring the acoustic set
Yeah.
next show, dude.
yeah, definitely.
Well, I'm honored. He's asking us back.
Yeah,
Indirectly, he's asking us back.
No, dude, totally. I
claw.
mean, like, I'm still booked up for the next month, but when the moment where I feel like let's bring you guys back.
When the tingle hits the asshole, you guys
Exactly.
are coming back.
I mean, seriously, it might be in a month, or it could be a month and a half, maybe.
Yeah, man.
I don't know.
Anytime,
We'll do it.
We're down.
Yeah,
Rain or
dude,
shine.
because I really do want. I'm totally going on Friday. I don't work Friday, so I'm gonna be there on Friday.
Come through, dude.
Yeah, I'm
Come
definitely
through.
gonna be there. So I'll be able to hear you guys. I really wish you did bring something in, but fuck it.
We brought a CD in.
Yeah, you brought the CD in. Exactly. I had the CD. I just fucking left it at home.
You're lucky I have a bunch of copies in my car.
Good. Well, I don't know. You're over here telling me that you still have all of your CDs. You haven't had any of them out yet.
It's a work in progress. Trying to get rid of those CDs right now.
Every time you give a tattoo, you should just give a CD. Just be like, all right, here you go.
Let me tip you. Don't tip me. Let me tip you. Take one of my CDs, please. I'll give you a discount. Just take my
Yo,
CD.
man, check out my mixtape, man.
I feel like
Yo,
I'm trying to
man,
give
just
away that.
just take it to Venice and do that.
Yo, man, my mixtape is fire. Come listen to this shit.
Hey, listen to this. Some new revolutionary shit. Take a listen.
This new Gargoyles is lit. So lit.
Oh man, but yeah, you do have the show coming up. Talk about that. Let's get into that.
We're actually
God, I
going to
am
be
fucking
playing
really high right now.
Rose.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
Lord.
Sorry, this is probably
In
the
the sky.
I was thinking, I'm looking at you like my eyes are so low right now. I bet I can't see myself, but well, actually, I can in your sunglasses when you look at me.
This podcast is brought to you by Ray-Ban. Are you a marijuana? You know.
I know I should put my glasses on.
Hey, but the show, like you were saying, the show on Friday is going to be at a local pizza place in Rosemead called Rose City Pizza. They do this thing called Rose City After Hours. They usually close at 9 p.m., but when they do after hours, they stay open until midnight. And they have tap takeovers. And this month's tap takeover is going to be a Modern Times tap takeover. So not only are you going to have some live music, you're also going to have the many fruitful pleasures of enjoying 5 new Modern Times beers on tap. Wow, that was really hard to get out.
And
Ow
they'll be-
now,
that
brown
was so
cow.
informative,
Ow
too.
now, brown cow.
And they will also have a takeout menu, right? Or the
It's like an express menu, so I'm sure it's only going to be like pizza and like things that you don't have to fucking turn the stove on for.
Oh, that's crazy.
yeah. So
But
Yeah, they're just like, nah, we're closed. You
Hey,
got 3
dude.
hours of music.
I
Finish
mean,
the rest of our pizza.
You need pizza and you need beer, and I feel like the rest just kind of falls into place.
And you guys are playing an acoustic set, you said.
Yes.
Acoustic. We're actually going to get the help of a buddy of Scott's, by the name of Mikey, and he's going to go ahead and take over Scott's leads. So Scott's going to be there, but he's going to be singing.
He's just going to be singing.
He's going to be singing, and hopefully he might be playing the harmonica, and I think we might even bring a kazoo. How about you?
Chocolate River.
Let's play some like Creole, like New Orleans jazz shit just on.
And this
thing.
is all original too. You're not.
This is all original music. Yeah, we've taken some of the songs that are on this CD, and Scott was diligent enough to rearrange the music, and so the tempo has changed. Some parts have been nixed. Something's been added. So they're the same songs, but they're just modified for an acoustic set.
Oh yeah.
That's tasty.
But when it comes to the acoustic set, what was awesome when I was talking to my brother about him jumping on the upright is getting our name out there. You know what I mean? Being able to broaden our horizons as far as booking shows. Because right now we've just been doing punk shows, you know, playing with punk bands, playing at bars, you know, stuff like that. But I told him, you know, by us playing this style, you know, we could play like open mic nights at like just like small coffee shops or
totally.
Whether it be just small. We could even set up, like he said, like we can go to like Pasadena, Old Town, set up somewhere and just fucking play for tips, have our CDs out, you know. That way it's kind of like an opening door to people, you know, because if they hear us right off the bat with like the fast stuff, some people don't have a taste for that, you know. Like,
they'll just judge you, like be like, oh, these guys can only play
they're
this
just
way.
like punk. But if they hear us playing our acoustic stuff, then they'll be like, oh wow, like these guys are actually pretty good, you know. They can get our CD and then be like,
they're actually talented.
These guys are like Diet Coke. Everybody loves Diet Coke.
Not me, man. I fucking hate that shit.
I don't like Diet Coke.
say no
either.
to aspartame.
So then
me.
Actually, that was kind of going on with what I was going to ask next. There is a total different feel between an acoustic set and, you know, being more powered up and everything on.
There's a lot more wood involved, if you know what I mean. A lot of wood,
grandpa's guitars,
a lot of plucking, a lot of wood. But no, it's a crazy organic sound that you get from just acoustic guitars and an acoustic upright
and
bass.
then as opposed to it being like all distorted and everything with you know, or
just bringing it down, dude. Bringing it down to a time to where electricity
didn't exist,
dude. I mean, it still boggles me because I was watching a documentary about Lemmy, and he was talking about how. He remembers a point in time where rock and roll didn't exist. Now that boggled the shit out of me.
Fucking crazy.
For somebody to sit there and be like, yeah, dude, I remember when rock and roll didn't even exist. It's like, holy fucking shit. Rock and roll is something new still. It's so new. It's still a young thing. Like it's crazy. I mean, there's composers that people still listen to from the 1800s
actually,
and whatnot.
I'm not gonna lie. It is probably this generation that we're in right now is the first generation to be like, who are the Beatles?
It's tough,
who the
dude.
Who?
It's tough, man.
Yeah.
It's because what I feel like it's a lot of times a lack of parental supervision, so to speak. You know, mom and dad work now. You know, like, you know, single. You come from single parent families, and mom's at work and dad's at work, or both parents work, and they're so busy that I feel like they don't have the time to talk to their kids. Like, everything's just like money, you know, especially nowadays. Everybody's just trying to get the bigger, better buck. And people are just chasing that American dream, and they get lost and they don't take the time to talk to their kids. And something like music can be very inspirational to a child. And
Definitely.
The kids are being raised by technology now. I mean, it sucks. But there's still some parents out there that are keeping the tradition alive, you know. I feel like a lot of them come from like our generation, or maybe the generation before us. But I feel like personally, like I want to give to my kids how I was raised, old school. Like, you fucking play outside, you know, you can't play fucking video games. Like, fuck, dude, call somebody. Fuck texting, call somebody. Write on a fucking piece of paper. Like, it's fucking crazy. Everything's just done on fucking on iPad or a fucking phone. Like, nobody has time to explain to their children. And I've gone on this tangent, but yes, the generation that doesn't know the Beatles, Generation Y, those fucking kids. I never thought I'd ever be saying that.
Damn kids.
Damn kid.
Fucking kids.
Yeah, you are officially old, man.
Get off my lawn.
I've felt fucking
Dude,
old.
okay, actually, I put this together too. If you knew my cousin and you know my brother, you're either 30 or you're almost 30, motherfucker.
I am fucking 21 years old, guy.
Bullshit.
I'm fucking old, dude. I'm 29, dude.
See, I knew it.
It's
I
you know
put it
what?
all together.
The day my knees started hurting and the day that somebody else's loud music bothered me, I was like, fuck, I'm getting old. And it fucking
Damn.
sucks, but I fucking love it. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious.
It's
Like,
real
when you watch
bittersweet.
older men being like, fucking kids. Like, I laugh at that shit. I'm like, yeah, fucking kids. You tell them. I'm going to start shaking my fist from now on, too, dude.
I know, right?
I'll damn you to hell.
Yeah, dude. I'm pretty fucking old too, though, man. I know I look like a fucking infant.
He's a
but
baby.
Yeah.
I'm 27, dude.
Oh, man.
Yeah, dude.
Over the hill, this guy.
You know what I mean? I'm only,
I'm actually the baby. I'm fucking 23.
you know,
I'm not even 23, actually. I turned 23 in
Oh,
November.
We don't mad.
Yeah,
we
man.
don't mad.
But you're as
But, dude, yeah, I mean, I'm fucking 23 and I already feel that way. I'm just like, dude, what the fuck? Like,
It's the pace, man.
seriously, and you don't know who the animals are. You never heard of the Doors. You never listened to the fucking Beatles. And goddamn Sunday morning,
Yeah, man. It's
Sunday morning
tough,
cartoons
dude.
are on. Like
It's-
that's the music that was in the background.
Saturday morning cartoons, man. I think they've actually stopped airing shit like that.
Yeah,
yeah,
It's
man.
that's sad, dude. The day that Saturday, no kid looks forward to Saturday
Was it
cartoons.
Saturday? Oh, I don't know. I was really up on both days. Saturday
But
and
I mean,
Sunday.
like
Well, Sunday actually had VeggieTales, and that's what I watched.
Veggie Tales,
Veggie Tales,
Yeah.
bro.
Veggie Chips.
Well-
I don't know about Veggie Tales.
Well, since you're 22, 23,
Yeah,
we grew up. It's like a 4-year difference.
yeah.
so,
It's really not that. It's not that much of a difference.
so
you know the Power Rangers.
yeah, of
so
course.
do we.
Oh shit,
yeah, you know the Power Rangers. And
That's all you got to say when you see somebody.
Dude, but I seriously feel like just the 1 year after me didn't know who the fucking Power Rangers were. It was
Mighty
all about
Morphin
Dragon
Power
Force.
Rangers. Dragon Force, the band.
No, was the it was Power Rangers Dragon Force or Lost in Space or
I
Power
remember
Rangers that. It wasn't Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Oh yeah, wait. Now I feel fucking old. Wait, Power Rangers, Dragon Force. That was the style of Power Rangers,
Yeah.
right? They were like dragon looking.
Yeah.
Everybody was a dragon in their
Yeah.
sword.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I
And
don't
then,
remember that.
Then there was like Lost in the Galaxy, so there were Space Power Rangers.
No, man. I stopped watching that shit when I was like after the first like seasons or the couple like the first
Yeah,
after
see,
the
I
White
like-
Ranger. Done.
Dude, I was on that cusp where like I could have gone that other direction, like all fucking lame and shit. But I was right.
You sit in
I was
the gray
right on
zone.
time.
You just made it, dude.
Yeah, you just made it. Definitely.
Yeah, dude. That was, oh man.
It's funny how we can just relate life to Power Rangers. Like, wow, like I was lucky to know who Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was.
Fuck
and
yeah.
That
Damn.
fuck the rest.
I heard
Have
that
you-
they're remaking that.
Yes, they
The
are.
movie.
Yeah, they're remaking the movie with the
original storyline.
Elizabeth Banks as
Yeah.
Rita Repulsa.
Yes.
Nice.
She's gonna be a good one.
Rita's
Gonna
hot.
be, yeah.
Rita Repulsa is hot.
And Elizabeth Banks is hot too. So
Yeah.
Rita Repulsa.
Elizabeth Banks is hot. Rita Repulsa. she literally sounded like a woman that smoked 20 packs of cigarettes a day.
It's what's inside. She's rotten. I fucking love it, dude. She's like the old woman that's saying fucking kids. And she does say fucking kids in her head because
head.
on
In
Fox
her
you
head.
can't say fucking kids, but this woman is trying to yeah, dude. She was trying to kill these teenagers. She was trying to kill these
I want to
teenagers.
know who the fuck Goldar is going to be then.
Oh, dude, fucking
That
Goldar.
would be fucking. I love that guy. He
Vin
was my
Diesel?
favorite fucking character.
Wait, isn't he like a monkey wolf?
Dragon
humanoid
yeah, like he's
fucking-
got wings with like a monkey dog face.
Vin Diesel. That's who you're describing, Vin Diesel. He'd be the perfect fucking Goldar.
Oh
Slap
my
some
God.
fucking
I
blue
know,
paint,
exactly.
dude.
All I want to know is who's going to be Bulk and Skull.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
dude.
Dude,
No,
what if
that-
Zordon's like a fucking skull? Imagine, like, he's not just a face anymore. Like
He's like a real face, like a skull?
like a skull.
I'd be fucking down.
Yeah,
Like
that'd
Red
be-
Skull?
Ooh, no, not like Red
No.
Skull.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Strike one.
Like Zordon, but just a skull.
I don't know, dude. I forgot about Zordon. I'm not even going to
Dude, he looked like some weird, like some random fat dude.
and
like,
whose lips never synced to what he was saying.
yeah.
He actually kind of looks like Bulk, if you really think about it,
Yeah,
just in a
he
stretched
really-
out way.
like a stretched out,
Oh,
distorted
yeah,
bulk.
a little bit.
Alpha, Rita's escaped. Alpha, dude, I love me
Alpha,
some Alpha
dude.
5. The
Alpha.
androgynous robot. Was Alpha a boy? Was Alpha a girl? I don't know.
Everybody says it was a boy.
I thought it was a girl.
Ay. That's all I remember. So
Yeah.
I don't. But it's cool because I love me some Alpha 5.
Ay.
Robot rock.
Oh man. Well, we totally got off topic. We're not even talking about
Tangents,
you guys anymore.
my
Yeah.
man. Shit happens.
I can't even remember how we got here. That's what marijuana does to you, ladies and gentlemen. You talk about fun, cool shit. All right. It may have been like complete bullshit, but at least it was fun to talk about.
It's real to me, damn it.
Oh man.
I love
Yeah.
Power Rangers.
That's so you got the second track. What are these next two tracks that we got on then?
Next two tracks are going to be, if I'm not mistaken, the first one's called Doc Holiday. We didn't have a name for it, but it sounded a bit Western. So we were just like, let's call it Doc Holiday because, let's face it, Tombstone is the fucking shit. And why not have a song named by Doc Holiday?
That's
That's all you need to know, dude.
that's all. Yeah, really.
Doc Holiday. Why? Tombstone, motherfucker.
I think it's like I think it might be a fucking like a love story though. Like it's like a cowboy talking about his girl or some shit like that. I don't know.
I just said Doc Holiday and it stuck.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did Doc Holiday even have a love story?
If you've watched Tombstone,
He
He's
does.
with
he actually does have a love interest.
That was like
She takes
shit,
care
when
of
did when did that
him.
movie come out?
92, 94.
Yeah, see, wasn't
Maybe.
even born yet.
I'm bad with dates.
I've probably seen that movie once in my lifetime.
Really?
Yeah.
You gotta
It's-
watch it again, man. It's
I
great.
know.
It's the shit, dude. It still sends chills.
You know, I have it too. It's sitting in. I'm gonna go watch it tonight.
Do yourself a favor and put on Tombstone. Ask your dad, your grandpa, your mom, can I borrow your edition of Tombstone? And watch that shit because,
Guaranteed, one of them's bound to have it.
oh, dude, somebody's got to have it. It's like The Godfather. You have to have Tombstone in your collection.
I don't have a Godfather.
I don't know what the Godfather is.
Am I the only one here with The Godfather?
You're the only 29-year-old here.
I'm fucking 30.
Okay, so Doc Holiday, it's not really has anything to do with Doc Holiday, but it's a pretty cool fucking Western sound.
That's what we went for.
What is the second song on it?
Second song is called
Red-headed girl.
Redheaded Girl.
I love me some redheads.
That was all Scott. I don't know if he was eating Twizzlers or if it's about a certain individual, but the song's called Redheaded Girl.
Ooh.
His girlfriend has red hair, so
Or it could have been the drink Redheaded Slut. Who knows? Maybe he didn't want us to think he was an alcoholic. I love alcohol. by
I
the
mean,
way.
I think he is an alcoholic. He might be.
No, let's not.
So
call
these
Scott
are
an
two
alcoholic.
songs that Scott wrote then.
Yes, these
Okay,
are these are
yeah.
when it goes back to writing music. Scott writes the lyrics.
The lyrics?
and
Okay.
so sometimes.
So what did he come up with first? Did he come up with lyrics and the riff, or like
Yeah,
did he already have that
he
for
had
you?
that when he already had that together when we started the band. When we got together, me and him, he already had like 4 songs down, kind of a deal. So
Were they are they all 4 that you put on the CD?
Big Joe is one of them.
Scary story.
Yeah, all 4 of
All
these.
4 of 'em?
Yeah,
Yeah.
all 4 of them were the first 4 original tracks.
Ah, nice.
So-
And he had these before you guys were.
Yeah, he
Yes.
that's why he was always been like, let's jam. I have some stuff. So I didn't think he meant that he had music. I thought he had like riffs here and there, but he had complete
And do you guys
songs.
have other songs than these 4 too? You have a full set that you're able to bring to the plate and everything.
I think
Yes,
we
we do.
have.
I think we have a total of 8 originals.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
And from
Sweet.
time to time, we'll throw in like a Misfits cover or we had a Dead Kennedys cover we played. We played a Holiday in Cambodia for a while.
Oh shit! Nice.
And so we'll tinker with those from time to time. You guys want to play, Holiday in Cambodia or Hollywood Babylon by Misfits? That's another
Yeah.
one we usually cover. And what's the last Misfits song we cover?
Eagles Dare.
Where Eagles Dare. So
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
that's usually if we were trying to extend it for like 45 minutes, we'll throw in the 2 covers.
Right on.
So that's where we're at right now.
Sweet. And then you obviously have all 4 of them. Where can you listen to those 4 songs?
You can listen to those 4 songs at 10 Fingers 11 Toes SoundCloud. If you go to SoundCloud, look up 10 Fingers 11 Toes. He has the Gargoyle sessions in his playlist.
And where can you follow the Gargoyles?
The Gargoyles, you can follow them on Instagram at the Gargoyles Band, and on Facebook. What is the Facebook page?
The Gargoyles.
Is it the Gargoyles?
Yes.
The Gargoyles.
See, there you go.
There's also a link actually on our Instagram, the Gargoyles Band on Instagram, where you can click onto that SoundCloud.
Nice. All right, and then so that's it. That's pretty much it. Like we're already at where we need to be. So I'm gonna end it on this note. We had a fucking great show. You can catch the Gargoyles this Friday, July. What is it? The 17th.
July 17th at
July
Rose City
17th,
Pizza.
Rose City Pizza.
7 p.m. to midnight.
And not only is it just the acoustic, also it is also a Modern Times beer tap takeover.
Mm-hmm.
So go get some motherfucking Modern Times. Come listen to some great music. And have a fucking great night, dude. Like I'm gonna be there. Like I said,
be there or be
gonna
square.
Yeah, it's
We're
gonna
going
be
at 10, so 10 o'clock p.m.
Sorry,
so.
I'm probably gonna be doing something. Up until
Get there
10,
early. Get there early so you can enjoy the booze and the food.
and the food. All right, so I want to thank you guys again for coming in.
Thank you for having us, dude.
yeah.
Really
Thank you
appreciate
very
it.
much.
Super
Yeah,
honored.
Like I said, you guys are pretty much my first band. Now I know not to smoke weed with the band. I was thinking like this was gonna be like, oh, I'll get my creative fluid.
Zero.
Didn't go as great as I planned, but you guys did awesome. I want thank you so much for
Thank
giving
you.
me another great show. If you want, take this time, go ahead and let everybody, if you want them to follow you personally. I know you have your tattoo stuff, so you definitely want to tell people about that.
Yeah, dog. If you want some great prices, some great work, go to Instagram and follow David_Salazar_tattoo. Follow me. Like it. Love it.
Love it.
Give me a boner right now with that sexy ass voice. Girl.
All
you
I
know
wanna
you wanna
say-
follow this tattoo site.
And all I want to say is say hello to my wife, Kristen Hope. I love you, baby. Thank you for letting me
Alright.
come out.
Yes, thank you guys again for coming in, and this was another episode of Ratt Talk. So here is the next two tracks by the Gargoyles, which is Doc Holliday and what was the last one again?
Redheaded girl.
Redheaded Girl. There you go. Thanks for listening.
Boom.